In this video, we're going to show you how to add products to Shopify and start selling online. But before we start, if you want to try Shopify yourself, you can use my link down below in the description to get started for just $1 for 3 months and launch your online store today. So, once you are here at Shopify, and of course, you should be logged in at your dashboard. Just go and open your products page, which will be here on the left. So once you open your products, this says where you will manage everything and basically that you want to sell. You have three options. You have add products, imports, and discover products to sell. So if you have a clear idea of a product that you want to sell, a digital products, a physical products, whatever products you're going to sell, you can have, or you have two options for that. You have add product to add everything manually, or you have imports if you have your products, as example, in a CSV file or another platform and you're transitioning from that platform to Shopify. So these are all the platforms that Shopify allow you to transfer or to export products from. So Etsy, Facebook Marketplace, Square, and many other things. You can see them all here. And of course, if you already have your products on a CSV file, you can basically click on upload the Shopify formatted CSV file, click on next, add a file as example, and you should be good to go. You would like first of all to download the sample CSV file if you're planning to do that to see how you should or how your products should look like. So as an example, this is how it should look like. So here you have the title, URL hand, description, vendor, and any other information. So your product CSV file should look something like that. So it can be imported well inside Shopify. If you still don't have any products in mind or you don't know what you're going to sell yet, you can use this find new products. Basically, you'll have to install a sourcing app to find products to sell without holding inventory. Click on discover product to sell and they'll give you three examples or three recommendation apps to do that. Of course, you can find more product sourcing apps in the Shopify App Store if you click on it, and you can go and look for other apps if you want to. So the recommendations that they have is basically AI dropshipping for EU dropshipping and Synki Premium AI dropshipping and Printful, as example, if you're going to do print on demand, t-shirts, clothes, mugs, hats, whatever you want. So let's just say you have your products and you want to add it manually. Let's just start by clicking on add products right here. And from here, we'll have to start by adding the product title. So make the title clear and easy to understand. Do not use a confusing name. As an example, maybe you want to add black leather. So black leather, I don't know, wallets. Let's just say we're going to sell a wallet or maybe a wireless phone charger. So just keep it simple. Do not increase or add all the information in the title. The title should tell the customer what the product is right away. A clear title also will help when customers search inside your store as well. After that, we would like to write the product description. So keep it simple as well. Explain what the product is and what it does and why someone may want it. Do not only list random features, talk in a way the customer can understand. For example, for a wallet, you can mention that it is compact, easy to carry, and has space for cards and cash. Use just some short lines, and this makes the description easier to read, especially on mobile. If you still don't know what to do on the description, you can use this AI tool to generate you text for basically your wallet. So describe the changes. An example, you can just enter the title exactly on AI and it will basically write you a description for it. And from the example that it gives you, you can delete something, keep something, and stuff like that. As I said, make sure for you to do not use such a description. It seems a little bit like a text and people do not like to read that. Just keep it as an example short lines. So do as example one short line, a second short line, third short line, maybe three as example is enough for a wallet since it doesn't have many features. So you don't have to keep the AI as example as it is or the AI answer. It's just for you to get an idea if you don't know what to write on the description. And of course, before we continue, if you want to try Shopify yourself, you can use my link down below in the description and get started or to get started for just $1 for 3 months and launch your online store today. Now, as an example, let's just continue with adding the media or adding the products images. go and upload an example, the images of the product that you're going to sell. Show basically the products from the front and another useful angle. Do not use blurry images. If possible, use the same image style for all your products so the store basically looks cleaner. So let's just say, for me, I'm just going to upload here some random images. And you'll need to know that this bigger image, it's going to be the first image that people will see on your products page. So if you want image to be first, as example, the front view, you'll have to drag it here to the first. So any image. The others will be secondary. Other than that, you can choose a category as example. Normally AI does that automatically, but if it didn't choose the right one, just choose that. And then you'll have to add a price. Enter a normal as example or the normal selling price. Let's just say this is example the price depending on the currency that you have. And you may also see a compare at price field. And this is used when you want to show an example a sale price. So for example, just price it $50 or $35. And yeah, use basically this honestly. Do not add fake discount just to make the product looks cheaper. Customers can lose trust if your pricing looks fake. So other than that, you would like to set some inventory, and which is very important or very useful if you want Shopify to track your stock. You can enable that. If you don't want Shopify to track your stock inventory, specifically if you're not working with digital products, you can just go and disable that. If you're going to enable as an example, let's just say you have here 20 pieces, so let's just go and enter 20. Now, when a customer buys, Shopify can reduce the stock number automatically without you having to track it manually. If it's a physical product, then you would like to enter this or to turn on this physical product. If it's a digital one, you don't have to do that and you don't have to go through it. But if it's a physical product, as an example, just go and enter the product's weight, as example in kilogram or whatever. Let's just say example, I don't know, it's 0. Let's just say 10 kilogram. Or you can change this example to a gram if you want it to be more specific. Here you would like also to add the package that will come inside or that the products will be inside this. So this is an example default package. You can add a new package. You can add the length, width, height, everything for it. So whether it's going to be a box, envelope, or soft package. If you have any variants, as example, for the products, you can add them as well, like the size, the colors, whatever it was. So, an example, maybe you have instead of black, you do have, or let's just say the title is just leather wallet. And for variants, you have black ones. You have an example, I don't know, another blue one, and etc. You can change the price for specific variants and how many are available as well. So for now, these are not necessarily. We can go up as example and we can go to products organization. So here you can change the type as example, choose a vendor, and the most important thing that I'll tell you is basically add it to a collection. Just add the product to a collection or add it to the right collection if you have many collections. For example, if this product is a wallet, you may want to add it to a collection called accessories. If you are just starting, you can add it to a simple shop all collection or homepage collection because collection will help customers browse your store and they also help you show products on the homepage and menu. At the bottom here of the page, you do have the search engine listing, and this is very important. So this is how the products will appear or may appear on Google. You can edit the page title and meta description and keep it clear. If you click on edit, here you can edit, an example, the page title, meta description, and the URL handle for it as well. You do not need to make this complicated. Just make sure the title and description explains the products properly on the search engine. So now you can go up as an example again, and here for the status, you can set the product status however you want. Before saving it, check the products example status. If you are still working on it, you can keep it as a draft. And drafts, basically products are useful when you want to finish the page later. Active products is basically what will appear on your store if they are included in your sales channel and collection. And if you don't see your products on your store, check if it is active. And of course, you have enlisted, which is accessible only by a direct link if you don't want to post it on your store yet. Once you're done all of that, just go and click on save here at the bottom right, as you can see, or you can click on save at the top. So once you click on save as an example, the products should be added to your store directly. Now, if you go back to this products page here on the left, you'll find your first products added. And if you go to your online store and click on view online store, as an example, you will be able to see the products added there. And of course, you'll be able to see the first picture and you can change between the pictures added for that product. And of course, as I said, if you are going to use apps for the products, you can go and look for it in Shopify App Store, but I'm not going to cover that right now. So the last thing that you would like to do is just review how the product looking like inside your store, and you can test as an example to add the products in your carts and check out to see if everything works as intended. If it does, example, you can just go and start selling it online. If everything looks as intended and as you want, just go and start selling and you should be good to go. And of course, again, if you want to try Shopify yourself, you can use my link down below in the description to get started for just $1 for 3 months and launch your online store today. And that's basically how you add your products on a Shopify store and start selling online. So I hope you liked this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching and goodbye.